Hi guys, welcome back to my rabbit hole of K-pop. I am Atomic Rabbit. Again, you will probably be hearing a lot of the noise. I hope it doesn't annoy you guys too much that you can hear past it. I'm very sensitive to all kinds of noises, so everything distracts me. So I completely understand when it's annoying, but it's just impossible for me to not have my fans on a high speed because it's just absolutely undoable in here. Even just sitting down makes me break out in a sweat. It's just a constant sweaty mess. But we're almost at the end of summer. Don't get me wrong, I am very happy that we had summer because I just love it. It's just, I wish that my home would not be part of summer as well. It would have been nice if it would have been less warm. But maybe next year I'll have to do something about the windows. You know, put aluminium foil on the windows. I think it will annoy the neighbors, but at least in here it would be less hot. Anyways, that's a problem for next year. Right now we're just powering through it with the fans at a high speed. And water, just cool water. Just water, water, water. I am back. For me it is a new day. For you it is obviously also a new day because you are watching this on a different day, but I'm recording this the day after I did a sit for a lot of choreography videos yesterday, and I did the live. So now I'm continuing. I'm going to be watching the MVs that went with the choreography videos that I watched yesterday. And since I am pressed for time still, and I actually only have today to record my videos so that I have time left to edit these videos that I recorded. Hopefully it will leave me some more time beginning of next week to record a couple of other videos specifically for ATEEZ. I would love that, but I'm afraid I won't manage. So I wanted to at least watch all the 17 MVs. That means that I have, for now, put all the Inside 17s aside, and I have only MVs and choreography videos. This video only has MVs, but then in the next couple of videos you will see an MV and the choreography video. In the order of watching the choreography video first and then the MV, because I noticed that I liked that. I really enjoyed watching the choreography video before watching the actual MV, because it takes away the curiosity about how the choreography looks, because the MV is an MV. There's a story behind it. You won't really see the choreography, and I find that I'm always curious about how it looks. So I think it is a better way for me to first watch a choreography video, because it's something that they made before the MV was, that it's part of that pre-process of the thing. So I thought it actually makes more sense to watch the choreo video before that. And I can do that now because these videos have been posted already. I know that usually they post choreography videos way later into promotions. Nevertheless, for these ones, I don't have to wait for choreography videos. So now I'm gonna stop saying the word choreography because I hate how it sounds when I pronounce it. And I'm just going to be watching MVs in this one. Let's go.
슬픈 노래 한번 해보고 싶었는데 진짜 우리 노래 슬픈 노래 못했어. 눈이 울었다. 하나의 또 꿈이 이루네.
우선은 이 노래가요. 제가 원래 힙합 팀인데 이 곡은 이제 모두 멤버들이 노래를 부르는 거예요. 항상 세븐틴이 하던 청량청량하고 약간 또 소년 같은 그런 느낌보다는 약간 조금 더 성숙하고 약간 이런 느낌의 노래.
웃음꽃. 우리 막 떨어져 있고 막 이렇게 떨어져 있어서 슬퍼도 그래도 서로 생각하면서 함께 웃음꽃 피워요. 그대 미소의 봄이 될게요.
주변에 이렇게
이런 노래.
좋은 인연들이 많잖아요. 그런 좋은 인연들이 있는데 이렇게 지금 되게 행복한데 좋은데 만약에 이게 지속이 안 되면 어떡하지라는 그런 막연한 생각들이 들 때가 가끔 있으니까, 그런 거를 우리가 만약에 함께 있지 못하고 떨어지게 되더라도 언제나 항상 어디에 있던 함께 웃음꽃이 행복합시다. 함께 항상 언제나 행복합시다라는 그런 긍정적인 좋은 에너지 담고 있는
I think I'm getting it. Getting a lot of words. Is it about being happy together even through sad times?
그런 우리가 정말 언젠가 불행하게도 떨어지게 되면 그땐 어떡하지 물론 그럼 이렇겠지만 이런 상상은 정말 하기도 싫은 가끔씩 떠올라 넌 부디 이런 생각나지 않길 함께라서 웃을 수 있고 너라서 울 수도 있어 그렇게라도 못할 게 어딨어 언제 어디에 있어도 함께하지 못해도 우린 늘 그렇듯 웃음꽃 피워요 그대 미소에 봄이 돼줄게요 아낌없이 난 날 너에게 받기만 하는 것만 같아 그래서 눈물 나도록 고맙고 더 미안해 과가 나주고만 싶어도 왠지 모르는 불안함에 망설이는 건 뭔지 이러고 싶지 않은데 하늘이 높고 바람은 차고 바다가 넓고 푸른 것처럼 내 눈엔 너가 그저 당연하게 바빠질까봐 그게 불안해서 이러는 것만 같아 널 잃어버릴까봐 부디 넌 나가지 않기를 Oh no 함께라서 웃을 수 있고 너라서 울 수도 있어 그렇게라도 못할 게 어딨어 마지막이란 말 하지마 영원히 내가 너의 곁에 남아있을 테니
제일 소중한 캐럿들 언제나 그랬듯 사랑해 마지막이란 말 하지마 영원히
무슨 일 있어도 어린 날 그같은 웃음꽃 피워 난 그래도 너 같아 너가 어디 있던지 들릴 때라면 고민도 없이 뛰어갔었던 그때 어렸다 내 맘은 짓궂은 장난이 다였나봐 웃는 널 보는 내 기분이 뭔지 배운 적 없어서
표현은 못했어 내 맘이 서툴러서 너의 내일이 되고 싶어서 오늘이 살아왔어 너를 처음 본 만큼 때부터 지금까지
내 맘속에는 거란 말이라 내 마음이 담길까 걱정돼서 하지 못했던 말 고맙다는 말보다 예쁜 말을 찾다가 고맙다고 하지 못했던 나
표현을 못했어 용기가 부족했어 사랑이란 말을 조금이라도 외치갔다면 너를 처음 본 날 그때부터 지금까지 내 맘속에는 너만 있어
뻔하디 뻔한 이 말을 내가 이제서야 꺼내보지만
뻔하디 뻔한 이 말이 처음에는 질까요 yeah. 고맙다 고맙다 또 고맙다 뿐이지만
기다리까지 사랑이 뭔지
알려준 너에게
고맙다
내맘 변하지 않아 절대 변하지 않아 네가 나를 지운다 ever
우린 변하지 않아 서로의 마음에 새겨져 있으니까 새겨져 있으니까
고맙다 너에게 전해줬음에 이 노래가 고맙다
I'm watching all of this and I'm like, damn, it's gotta be rough at the concert. Although there are gonna be different songs, it's a different era, but still, it's gonna be so rough. That's one of the side effects of taking antidepressants. It's not necessarily a side effect, but it sort of is. When those pills help you regain function of things that you had lost before, and I had lost the ability to experience emotions. I just couldn't anymore because it was just too much. So I was always overflowing and I had to shut that off. But now those pills, the antidepressants, in case you're coming in here and you're wondering what the heck am I talking about, the live that I did, I explained all of this. I talked about my mental health and how it's been for me this past year. So I talked about that, and since I talked about that, I feel like I can talk about that in the videos now, because I don't have anything to hide, but I felt like I needed to give an explanation, I really wanted to talk about this part of being human, and this is just me making it part of the conversation as if it's an everyday thing, because it should be an everyday thing. So I'm just gonna talk about it. With this medication, I am now able to experience emotions again. And at first I thought, oh, I'm still gonna be neutral and shut down, but that's the adjustment period. And I really understood that 6 weeks of an adjustment period, that's the minimum. I think it took me close to 2 months to get sort of stabilized. But now I can honestly, it's not overflowing anymore. It's coming out very well dosed. I don't get lost in sadness anymore, because probably without those things, I would be sitting here watching this and I wouldn't be able to stop myself from crying, because it would reach and pluck open something that I don't want opened. Because that is the power of music, and that is the power of art. And looking at these, I know I've watched the choreography version of this yesterday, but their choreographies have the same power as modern dance. Modern dance, it embodies emotions, and their choreographies do that. And it's only partly influenced by, there's a lot more. It's not just modern dance, there's a lot more in it. And for them it is part of the whole thing, of the whole song, the whole story, the whole thing that they want to tell. I hear myself say thing again. I say thing so many times, it's because I just can't grab the word that would go. with this. Was there something else I wanted to say? Yes, it has the same effect that looking at a dance recital, like a modern dance recital, I think is the word, would give you, or ballet, or whatever kind of dance really gets to you. Except it's twice as powerful because there's a song coming with it. A song from 17, a song that tells their story, that they sing with their voices, with their spirit, and it just hits that much harder. This is genius. Oh.
나의 밤은 딥딥 켜져 있는 TV 시끄럽지 내 맘처럼 넌 대체 어떠한 이유로 내 맘을 깎아갔다는 멋대로인지 그게 싫다는 게 아니고 혹시 네가 너무 피곤할까봐 걱정돼서 그렇지 내 맘이 그래 나는 너며 네 너어도 너는 마치 지동 위험한 서머 yeah 너는 여태 내가 느껴봤던 쓸쓸함의 온전 네 생각에 잠 못 자다가 보면 오전 yeah. 일어나 난 어쩌나 너를 봐도 네가 나 생각나 너는 내게 유일한 어쩌나 난 어쩌나 그대를 어쩌나 너 때문에 난 이제 어쩌나 배고픈 매일 네가 좋은 걸 어쩌나 그대는 어떤가 나 때문에 잠들기 힘들까 쓸데없이 설레게 하면 어쩌나 저쩌나 하루가 멀다 하고 네가 좋아져라 내가 성격이 덜렁대고 좀 몰랐어 그치만 널 위해선 절대로 안 몰랐어 같이 부르지 않고 노래 하나씩 이어폰을 나눠낀 이 사이가 좋네 내 눈에 스케치 위에 맨날 glow 암튼 난 네가 그냥 좋아 아까부터 같은 말 계속해서 미안해 그치만 이게 다야 그 어려운 말 다 해봐도 내 진심은 이게 every 이 너를 어쩌나 너를 봐도 네가 더 생각나 이 모든 게 꿈이면 난 정말 난 어쩌나 그대를 어쩌나 너 때문에 난 이제 어쩌나 배고픈 매일 네가 좋은 걸 어쩌나 그대는 어떤가 나 때문에 잠들기 힘들다 쓸데없이 설레게 하면 어쩌나 I really like you better tell somebody you're all mine
I love that pose.
끝까지 닿을 만큼 더 이 날에 없으면 어쩌나 그대를 어쩌나 때문에 난 이제 어쩌나 배고픈 매일 네가 좋은 걸 어쩌나 그대는 어떤가 내 마음은 알기는 않는다 난 네가 없으면 되는 날 어쩌나 hey.
This choreo works absolutely perfectly as part of this MV. Gotta get back to this thought. Oh, wow.
내 머릿속을 파고들어 더더더 구석구석 파헤치고 달리면서 부딪혀 정신 차려 조심
Oh my.
에러다 falling down 떨어져 왼손도 also take it paralyze me I cannot do anything 내 숨쉬기 쉬기 더 깊이 내 숨쉬기 더 깊이 또 너에게만 빠르게 오르내리가 너의 맘을 두리번 거려 내 맘이 아파도 내 맘이 어질러진 격 아래도 계속 난 제자리 쪄 이때쯤 다시 또 들이켜셔 짙어진 양미쳐 버려주체 못해 너의 향기 몸이 반응해 또 너에게만 빠르게 automatic 너의 맘을 두리번 거려 내 맘이 아파도 내 맘이 커져갔네 마음이 지고 또다시 피는 그 말은 내게 내 맘을 잠시 닫는 너 어떤 답을 기대해
Again, I hear the fan chant in my head. There's something about June being center. What is their thing with sunflowers? Me, you. I need to see this live once. What is their thing with sunflowers? They just keep coming back. There was a thought I needed to get back to. I'm seeing... It's like I'm seeing two sides of 17. Because this more aggressive side, it's not like it has disappeared. It's still there. And it's like... How can I explain this without sounding like a complete lunatic? I'm gonna take my personal experience into this one. I have practiced Buddhism for 24 years. I have practiced Buddhism for 24 years. I have stopped doing that in the past couple of years because it didn't benefit me anymore, and maybe one day I'll pick it up back again, but then it will be in a completely different thing. But for now, that's a chapter that was part of the person I was before. What I'm taking with me from that is certain life lessons, certain philosophies, certain ways of thinking, because it definitely shaped who I was. Connecting this to 17, in the Buddhism that I practiced, it's a Japanese form, or a Japanese variety of it, and there is this concept of the 10 worlds, and those 10 worlds are emotions, human states that one could be in, and they range from the state of rage, which is the lowest form, and by lowest I mean that is when you are in the lowest bottom of that pit. And the complete opposite is the state of Buddhahood, is where you have found nirvana or complete happiness. Like you have reached that perfect state of being. You have completely discovered yourself. You are completely okay with everything that is happening around you, and no matter what happens, if it's good or bad, you can just take it as an experience of your life and just find it an enrichment. I still have to meet the person that lives in a constant state of Buddhahood. I don't think it is possible, but never mind that. I feel, or that is a statement and I don't want to make a statement, but what the reason why I'm connecting that concept to 17 and their discography and the range is because I feel a strange similarity, or I see a I see a similarity between the 5 higher states of human emotions and the 5 lower states of human emotions, connected to the actually 2 sort of sides that I'm seeing from 17. And you could absolutely see those different sides between the Ochona video and the Sumicha, so Oh My and Getting Closer. Complete opposites, but ranging on the various scales of those 10 emotions. Because between the state of hell and the state of Buddhahood, there's states of, if you go from lower to up, I don't have them exactly in mind, but it ranges from avidity, hunger, jealousy, stuff like that. And then in the upper part, it's more like curiosity, wanting to learn things, being content, being so. It really goes from in the middle. It's very close. It's like a more kind of in between everything. But then the further you go out, the further it goes apart, and the further it becomes more opposite. And the concept also goes that these states are always present. So even if you are in a higher life state, you will still experience all the others, except they will have taken a backseat. So it always, and if you just sit down for a while and you start to think about that, the moment you start to think about that, you're in that state of wanting to learn things. But still, all the other states are still present. So it's always whatever state you are in, the other 9 will always exist simultaneously. And I see this similarity in 17's work, because they have this absolute vibrant thing going on, and that makes you smile, that makes you feel good, that makes you emotional. And I feel it would be more attached to that color, to that pink color. And then on the other hand, there's the very deep, sometimes the raw, powerful, almost aggressive, enraged, sad, hurtful, angry, raw power going on, which I would attach more to the blue color, because the blue, you know, with the water can be also darker. Sometimes you can't know what's deep inside that water. So there's a lot of elements going on in this. 17 just brings together all of these emotions, all of these life states, all of these elements that are part of life. I think I would go as far as to say that that is their concept, to use human emotions and human development as foundation of what they do, which is a very easy concept because it is just life. I also think that is why it touches me on such a deep level, and why it probably touches a lot of people on such a deep level, but also why it is such a unique bond between Carrots and 17. It's just about life. We don't need to go look outside of this fandom or outside of this group, even if you love other groups, even if you love other music, even if it is just life. 17 is life. It is showing you life, and they're sharing their life with us, helping us as well. We are helping them, they are helping us, living life. So I just went off on a philosophical rant, apparently, for a change, and now I have to go to my next appointment. So I will be back later this afternoon to record some more videos. Hopefully I will get everything in before the end of this day. Thank you so much for joining me on my couch. Hope you enjoyed it. See you on the next time.